FM, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Friday Night Lights postgame. We are presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning with Andrew Gibson, the hacker Ryan Green with you. Interesting scoreboard tonight. Some close games, some blowout games. Here is what we have right now. Congratulations to Riverside, a 14-0 winner tonight over Ribault. It was Ed White, 21-6 over Terry Parker. Atlantic Coast, the Stingrays get a win tonight, 28-14 over Jackson. Fletcher, 47-19. Winners over Sandalwood and what is a pretty big rivalry out that way. Baker County, speaking of rivalries, over Baldwin tonight, 45-24. Congratulations to West Nassau. Good win for the Warriors over Yulee tonight, 22-21. Trinity Christian in the winners column tonight, 21-14 over Lake City, Columbia. Maybe the biggest surprise of the night, Beachside 41-8 over Bishop Kenny. What a win for the Beachside Barracudas. Bartram Trail 45-7 over Orange Park. And we will keep you updated. Bowles and Oakleaf currently tied at 43. Nice and St. Augustine currently tied at 28 in overtime in St. Johns County. As I welcome in Andrew Gibson. Gibby, when you look at the scoreboard, what stands out to you so far?
I think Nice and St. Augustine being the terrific matchup that it always is. 28-28 overtime is what you were just saying there. I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. I mean, that you're talking about going back years with that matchup being so good, and it's another rendition here tonight. We
talk to Victoria's head coaches under the Friday Night Lights. It's what we do, and it's what we have done for the last 18 years. And let's talk to a guy that I imagine is very, very pleased right now. Head coach Pete Duffy of Beachside. You heard the game on 92.5 FM earlier tonight. 41-8 over Bishop Kenny. Coach Duffy joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Coach, I mean, look, I'm not surprised you guys won the game. Bishop Kenny doesn't lose a lot of games 41-8. I mean, how ecstatic are you by the performance of your team tonight?
No doubt. No doubt. Guys, our guys overachieved a little bit, and, we had the ball bounce our way a little bit. Fumble here and there by them. We got an interception, and, they had a couple chances at interceptions that fell through their hands. So, we definitely played well for sure, but we got the ball to bounce our way.
Coach, congratulations on a big win for you guys tonight. Madison, the back for Bishop Kenny, a really good football player. It sounds like you guys were able to bottle him up a little bit tonight. What went into that effort?
Yeah, just an effort to do that. They're certainly their run game, and they run option and misdirection. And, he's a very, very good player, so there was a definite focus on him for sure.
Coach, what can a win like this do? I mean, you guys have gotten off to a very good start. You're 3-1 on the year. Your only setback, I believe, was to a very good Ponte Vedra team in the fourth quarter. You guys are playing terrific football right now. I would think 41-8 over Bishop Kenny, that really has to get you guys fired up and ready to go for the second part of this season.
No, I agree. Hopefully we can build on that. It's good to play really good quality, well-coached teams with talent like these guys. And so, to get our fellas to rise to the occasion to do that and show them that, hey, we can do that. We can play with those types of teams to come out with a pretty good win. Hopefully, again, that'll catapult us forward a little bit and give those guys a little wind under their sails.
Coach, you guys have one of the best quarterbacks in the Jacksonville area with Eddie Jordan. Tell us about your quarterback there, Eddie.
Yeah, gritty little guy. He's only a little 5'10", but man, he spins the crap out of the ball. Like, he can really throw it, and he's tough as nails. So, really love coaching him, and he's a fiery, just aggressive, talented kid, and it makes play calling certainly a little easier because he can make all the throws. And so, when you don't have to worry about, I can't call this or call that because he can't throw that, I don't have that problem.
Pete Duffy of Beachside, big winners tonight over Bishop Kenny, 41-8. Beachside now gets Menendez and Tacoy Creek, a couple of St. Johns County battles in the coming weeks. Coach, congratulations on a big win tonight for you and your program.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
Gibby, 41-8. You've called a lot of Bishop Kenny games. They don't lose a lot of games by that margin.
No, and they were at home tonight, too. I mean, it's, that one was an eyebrow raiser for sure. But let's go back real quick to Eddie Jordan. Denny Thompson, so I asked him about, right when the season started, about August. I said, tell me a quarterback that we're not talking about that's going to be like one of the guys this year. And he said, the Beachside guy. And I was like, who is that? And he's like, Eddie Jordan. I'm looking at his offers. He has already offers from Georgia Tech, Boston College, Georgia Southern, Charlotte. Like, he's got some offers, Houston. So, I mean, keep an eye out now for this Beachside quarterback. Eddie Jordan looks really good.
Fletcher was a big winner over Sandalwood tonight. Cedric Faison, the head coach of Fletcher, joins us under the Friday Night Lights. C4, congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Obviously, a big rivalry out there with Fletcher and Sandalwood. It's always good for the Fletcher Senators when they get a victory over Sandalwood, 47-19 tonight. You must be very pleased.
Oh, I am. And just more than just it being Sandalwood, but after last Friday, it was a much-needed win.
You know, I wasn't going to ask you about that, but since you brought it up, a nice response by your guys. I'm not surprised that Nice won last week because, look, Nice is a good football team. I was very surprised at the final score. I mean, did you just get back to basics this week?
Oh, most definitely. After last Friday, we played last Monday, then played Friday, and I think Friday our guys showed that they was tired. And so what I did was, we started Monday. We call it Camp C4. So Camp C4, I treated like an old school training camp. So went to that, and the guys responded well today.
Coach, you talking about your guys responding well. Tell us a few guys who stood out for you tonight.
Jamari Jennings, we call him grown man, is a running back. He scored 3 touchdowns. DeAndre Smith, who we call Sticks, our top dog receiver that got a lot of offers. He showed up big tonight on some big plays and some catches. And the defense showed up. Definitely the defensive line and the secondary, they did good. And my thing is, we gotta finish. We put our backups in when it was 47-7. They scored 2 touchdowns, and I told the backups, when you get an opportunity, you got to take advantage. And for the most part, it was a good game. But at the end of the day, we all won, so I don't think we finished well today.
Coach, 3-1 is where you guys are at right now, and I believe district play kicks off for you guys next week, right? I believe it's Oakleaf, and Oakleaf is currently in a battle right now with Bowles on 10:10 a.m. Are you happy where your team is as we enter district play in the near future?
Definitely. We're 4-1 after the night. 4-1, and we usually go in district play. We usually like 1-3. So I'm usually all through my first 3 years, we always at the bottom trying to go on a run, and now we started off fast, and I'm hoping we can end fast. And I know that Oakleaf game is going to be a good one. Coach Ford used to coach at Fletcher with me, and he's going to have those guys ready to play. So I'm hoping our guys come ready to play. When you get the district play, it's a different ball game, and you got to be ready, especially at our district.
Cedric Faison, the head coach of Fletcher. They are winners tonight over Sandalwood. Coach, congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Nice win, Gibby, for the Fletcher Senators tonight.
Yeah, and that's a good Duval County public school battle right there between those two schools. There's always a huge rivalry between those. And, I live near Sandalwood, so I heard a lot of that game going on whenever I was at home.
Ryan Wolf of Middleburg, about 2 minutes away before we get there. Antoine Nicholas of Riverside, they are winners tonight. Riverside is in the win column. Coach joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. We appreciate it.
Coach, nice defensive effort for you guys tonight in the victory. I believe a shutout, correct?
Oh, yeah. First of the year. Definitely excited to get that, build off that momentum on into next week, and just fine-tuning, focusing on us.
Coach, tell us about some of your standout players tonight.
Of course, we got to take some Gelsey, man. I mean, he's just a huge talent. Even they bracketing him, the second half of the game. Shamon Davis led us on the ground with a couple of big runs, as well as putting together some things, as well as we had the junior, Derek Bridges, came up with a couple of catches as well as touchdowns. So we spread the ball around a little bit and focus on executing.
It was a very nice win tonight over Reball. You guys back in the win column. And there's always a chance, right, of the look-ahead factor, because I believe it's Rains for you guys, followed by Trinity Christian. I mean, you guys play a ridiculously tough schedule. You seemingly do that every year at Riverside. You must have been pleased that there was no look-ahead. You guys took care of business tonight, and now you can get ready to focus on a huge game next week against Rains.
Yes, sir. It's always a tough game against Reball. Anytime we play them, if you look at back at all our years for competition, is always, a game that we get up for as well as they get up for. They do a good job on that side as well as we do a good job. Excited about getting the win. Just going to try and get better, not looking ahead, but we definitely high expectations going into this Rains game. I know it's going to be a battle. And they've been playing pretty well. They've played well.
Hey, Coach, for those who don't know about Tashawn Gelsey, he's about a 6'4", 6'5" receiver for you that's committed to Florida. I have to imagine that you have seen some pretty crazy coverages with teams trying to keep up with him. I mean, tell us some of the stuff. That's got to be crazy watching film.
Yeah, even today they had one pressing, one over the top, safety favoring his side in the middle of the field. We got some other weapons, and even looking at this game, some we risked up a little bit. But, it was a good experience for some of the younger guys, as well as them getting mental reps and getting better and getting ready for what's ahead. We have a brutal schedule, and our bye is at the end. So we kind of got to gauge it right, as well as, think about how we can, save as well as get ready for making that run and being smart with, some of the situations we put the young men in.
Well, Coach, a nice win for you guys tonight over Reball. Rains next week, Rains in Riverside. That's always a lot of fun. It will be one of the games of the week, no question. Best of luck, Coach. We hope we're talking to you next Friday evening.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate you.
Antoine Nicholas of Riverside, winners tonight over Reball. Riverside very quietly going about their business, but very good early on this year.
Yeah, they really are. And, having a 6'4", 6'5" receiver in high school football is just such an advantage.
And he's all of that. I stood next to him at high school media day. He is a tall, tall dude.
I mean, you think about, if you're a defensive coordinator trying to match up with him, that's a nightmare because your corners are not most of the time going to be 6 foot plus. They're just not. And trust me, I was one, and I was not 6 foot.
Yeah.
And it's just, you having a matchup like that is such a, just an ace in the hole for you as a coach.
Nice has scored in the first overtime. We have 35-28 Nice over St. Augustine. I guess St. Augustine has the ball with their overtime possession. We will certainly keep you updated. That is one of the games of the night. Right now, Oakleaf and Bowles on 10:10 a.m. It's 50-50.
Wow.
50 all between Oakleaf and Bowles.
Couple 50 burgers.
Holy moly. So certainly when those games go final, we will bring you those final scores and get those coaches on. A winning coach already tonight in Clay County is Ryan Wolf of Middleburg. They were winners over Ridgeview. Coach Wolf joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thanks, fellas.
Coach, dominating performance over Ridgeview. You must be very pleased.
Yeah, a little bit. It was 27-0 in the first half, and we kind of came out and didn't seal the deal in the second half. Not real happy how we closed that one out, but a win's a win. We looked really good in the first half, and it's another shutout. I think we've only given up 6 or 7 points all year. So,
Coach, what's been the key to that? You guys have been really good at shutting opponents out. Tell us about that.
I think it all starts up front. Our D-line's pretty big and pretty nasty. We got 3 linebackers that tackle well and read their keys real well. We're fast in the back half, so it's tough to get deep on us. We just got a pretty good all-around defense.
Coach, 5-0 is 5-0, right? I mean, did you know coming into the year that this could be one of your better teams? Because, again, you can't do any better 5 games in than winning 5 of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's every team's different. In years past, we were built to line up and run the ball with the TJ Lanes and the Mike Mitchells. now we're kind of built a little different this year. We're a little more throwing the ball and playing really good on defense and still trying to take care of the ball on offense. So, like you said, it's just we're a little different this year than years past. But like you said, 5-0 is 5-0. And I think last year we kind of figured out. Or last week, I'm pretty sure I don't think Middleburg's ever been 4-0, and now obviously we're 5-0. So that's probably another good notch that we're able to accomplish there at Middleburg.
Hey, Coach, it looks like Orange Park at home next week. Tell us about the matchup for you.
I really haven't even started looking at them yet. That's always a good in-county matchup, and it's a district game, so there's a lot on the line with that one. So it'll be fun getting back there this weekend and watching some film on them and get ready for them.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a nice win tonight, and best of luck moving forward.
Appreciate it, fellas. Ryan
Wolf of Middleburg. And again, their schedule's interesting. Admittedly, they haven't played, as tough a competition as they will see in district play.
Yeah.
What a district, though. Ponte Vedra, Beachside,
Fleming Island,
Middleburg. There's going to be some games in that district to decide that thing coming up.
Well, I mean, their next 4 games are Orange Park, Ponte Vedra, Beachside, and Fleming Island. And then they play at North Marion at the beginning of November. So, yeah, the district is really starting to heat up, and it's going to be fun.
Fernandina Beach, a winner tonight as well, I believe. Did they have a shutout victory for Fernandina Beach? A nice performance. Yeah, 16-0 over Santa Fe. Coach Blake Willis joins us here under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
16-0 over Santa Fe. You must be very, very pleased, Coach.
Yeah, I'm super happy and proud of our guys. It was a tough game. They came and they ran the ball really hard in the first half against us, kind of controlled the clock and kept us from having the ball in offense. So it was a tough game.
Coach, tell us about some of your standout guys for you tonight.
Well, Beckrow, he did a good job stepping in at quarterback for us. We've had some injuries at that position, and he kind of had to, step in for us and play that role, and he really stepped up and did a good job for us there. Defensively, Aiden Poe's been a lockdown guy for us, so is O.J. Swift. Both those guys playing safety. They've really done a good job for us. O.J. Swift got his 4th interception for the year, so it's been a really good year for him so far.
There's good old-fashioned bragging rights on the line next week when Fernandina Beach and West Nassau play, and not only bragging rights, but playoff positioning as well. Coach, for people that maybe aren't familiar with the Fernandina Beach, West Nassau thing, both you guys are pretty good this year. It's an important game, but that rivalry aspect next Friday night, that's one of the better rivalries in the area, is it not?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a tough game for us, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, congratulations. A nice win tonight for Fernandina Beach, 16-0 over Santa Fe. Head coach Blake Willis, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Really nice win there for Fernandina Beach. West Nassau, by the way, another really nice win for the Warriors. Gunnar Cox, their head coach, they knock off Yulee tonight, 22-21. So Fernandina and West Nassau next week's going to be a good one.
Yes, it is, and it's always, like you said, a really good battle between those two schools, and it looks like, okay, it'll be at Fernandina Beach next week, and so I've not been to a football game at Fernandina before, but I have been to West Nassau, and that's quite a scene when you go to games there, but this one will be at Fernandina next week, so that should be a lot of fun.
We're going to have to get Colin Drafts of Nissan. Again, this just popped up, so don't harm the messenger. We're going to find out quick. I'll text some people. It is a final, Nice 35, St. Augustine 34.
Wow.
Apparently, St. Aug scored, went for 2 in the win, and I guess they did not get it. So Nice, according to what I have, is 35-34. The celebration on the Nice sideline is probably pretty unreal right now, so I'm sure it'll take Colin Drafts a couple of minutes to get on board with us. But if that's true, and I have no reason to believe that's not true, Gibby, what a win for the Nice Panthers.
Yeah, I've got mayhem in the nation's oldest city. Nice pulls off the upset over St. Augustine, denying the Yellow Jackets on the 2-point conversion.
Wow, you know what that is? And I love Brian Braddock of St. Augustine, but that's Hacker After Dark karma right there, because I had Colin Drafts on this week. What a win for Nice, stopping St. Augustine in overtime. St. Aug went for 2 in the win and did not get it, and Nice wins the game 35-34. Let's get one more head coach in on this side. We're going to be here with you up until midnight tonight. We're still following Mandarin, and I'm sorry, not Mandarin, but Oakleaf and Bowles. 50-50 is that score in the fourth quarter. Absolutely wild what's going on out there on San Jose Boulevard. We will keep you updated on that. More Victoria's head coaches to come. In fact, let's get one up right now. My buddy David Penland of University Christian. They are winners tonight. Coach Penland joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Been a long season so far.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. We haven't talked a ton. And look, I mean, you know this. You got numerous state championship rings on your hand. There are expectations at University Christian. I mean, what's been the story with the 2024 roster to this point? I mean, albeit a very good win tonight.
Yeah, we played some tough opponents in the beginning, and to add on to that, you got a young football team. We got 5 seniors that are playing. The rest are underclassmen. So
wow.
It's just one of them years that we're trying to get better every week, and we've played some games where we haven't played clean games, and tonight we finally put it all together, and we did what we were supposed to do.
This is going to sound like a weird question, and maybe it is, but I've known you for a while, so I'll ask you. I mean, it's one thing to have 30 seniors on your team, and you roll out every Friday night and beat people by 40, and you've done that plenty of times in your career. But when you have a young roster and you got to work the plan every week, and you start seeing the plan coming together and the team getting better this week than they were the week prior, is that also maybe not as rewarding, but there's got to be some merit to that, correct?
Absolutely. We played Williston in the first game of the season, and it was a dogfight the whole game. Then you go to Newberry, who's loaded, probably one of the best D-lines I've ever seen at the high school level, with their 2 DNs. I think they had one going to Ohio State and the other one going to Miami, and then a middle linebacker going to NC State. So they had the triangle, and we just had a lot of turnovers that game, and then went up to Hebron, played top 50 team in Georgia, and really played decently well. Just had some turnovers, and played Jackson in the pouring rain, and had some fumbles and some penalties, and then Tampa Catholic, had lost our quarterback in the first play of the Jackson game, so we had a new quarterback in and trying to figure things out on the offensive side, and really had a shot late in that game, and just couldn't finish. And then tonight put all 3 together. First kickoff took return to the house. We punted 1 time. Our defense gave up 0 points. We didn't turn the ball over. So everything that we've been preaching to these guys, a clean game, it might not start fast, but as the game goes on, these guys, and the weeks go on, they're getting better and better and better.
Coach, one thing we know about you is you're not afraid to travel and play anybody, and you've referenced that you played at Newberry and Hebron Christian. I mean, what have you taken away from games like that? It feels like you have to get better after games like that.
Yeah, it's just, we got to – one thing, when you're coaching a young team, you got to keep their heads up. It's easy to lose and keep your head down, but you got to find the positives out of everything, and you got to work on the negatives that are during the game, during the week. And, that's what we've done. Going up to Hebron, they were a good football team. They were some big old boys, and really hung in the whole game, that game. And it's just one of them things where you got to keep getting better at practice and converting that over to Friday night. And these guys have, trying to, with such a young team, it's crazy. I got like 28 sophomores, and then the rest, we have 55 kids on the roster, 28 sophomores, so 5 seniors that play. So it's just getting these guys going in the right directions and start peaking at the right time to putting it all together. And hopefully that, tonight was that the night for us that we played a clean game, and then move it over to our bye week and just keep building off of this and keep the train rolling.
Well, a nice win for University Christian. Head coach David Penland, they are in the win column tonight. Congratulations, Coach. We hope we're talking to you down the line here under the Friday Night Lights.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys.
There you go, David Penland of University Christian. All right, we got to take a deep breath. We'll do a complete scoreboard update. The good doctor, Kevin Murphy, Southeast orthopedic specialist, will join us coming up on the other side. We're going to chase down Colin Drafts on what is, I imagine, a very joyful bus ride back to Nice High School. Nice over St. Augustine in overtime as Nice stops St. Augustine on a 2-point conversion to win the game, 35-34. Bowles and Oakleaf tied at 50 in the fourth quarter. We got a lot going on under the Friday Night Lights. We are with you until midnight tonight, and we are glad you are with us. The Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights. We are presented by Duck Duck Rooting, Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning with Andrew Gibson and Casey Dobson. The hacker Ryan Green with you right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Sometimes it's a stunning performance.
3 touchdowns tonight.
Sometimes it's the guy who gets the job done.
He doesn't take a play off.
Listen from a Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
He is a difference maker now.
On 1010XL.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Facing a DUI charge or even a boating under the influence charge? Well, I'm your man, DUI lawyer Malcolm Anthony at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW. Once again, 285-4LAW.
Get off the ladder and put on the helmet with Gutter Helmet of North Florida. We are family owned and manufactured locally. Cleaning your gutters is a dangerous and dirty job. That's why with Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. Water goes in your gutters while trash and debris go on the ground. It won't collect like filters do. Gutter Helmet protects. Call now for 10% off and a free gutter cleaning and tune-up with your purchase of Gutter Helmet. Call 904-762-7779.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Thinning or balding hair? Introducing Scalp Micropigmentation now at IHRS. SMP is a procedure for men and women, looks like your own growing hair, and corrects thinning areas. SMP is perfect for men and women who shave their head and want a full head of hair look. Call IHRS now. 904-777-IHRS, 904-777-4477, or visit hairforme.com today.
Think you can't afford to buy a home? Think again. Lennar offers a range of new homes at affordable prices with a simple and hassle-free buying experience. Every home comes with our Everything's Included package, which means you get premium features and upgrades at no extra cost. For a limited time, enjoy rates as low as 3.99% and no closing costs on select homes when you finance through Lennar Mortgage. Call us at 904-917-2372 to find your dream home today. Lennar, the home for you.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time homebuyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time homebuyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time homebuyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time homebuyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at TrustlineMortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run. Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at mackenziesrun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. mackenziesrun.org.
Everyone's got an opinion, including me. I'm Hayes Carline, and when things get messy, I step in to clean up. Cleaning Up with Hayes is brought to you by Molly Maid, afternoons on The Frangie Show on 1010XL.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm Coach Verlin Dormany from Trinity Christian Academy High School, and the Friday night lights are bright tonight on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Yes, they are. Friday Night Lights postgame, 1010XL, 92.5 FM. Boy, some really good finishes tonight. The game of the night so far, Nice over St. Augustine in overtime, 35-34, as Nice stops a St. Aug 2-point conversion as St. Augustine was going for the win. You just heard Verlin Dormany of Trinity Christian. They were winners tonight over Lake City, Columbia, 21-14. West Nassau, 22-21 over Yulee. And how about this game still going on 10 a.m.? Second straight 3+ hour game for Bulls. They're up 57-50 on Oakleaf in the fourth quarter. We will keep you updated. It is the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights. And with that, the good doctor, Kevin Murphy of Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, joins us here on 1010XL. Doc, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Doc, we're good. Thank you for the time. And when you hear those scores and those games coming down to overtime or late in the fourth quarter, man, it's why we all love high school football.
It's so awesome, isn't it? It's just it's the kids competing. It's just the fans looking at it. It's an awesome spectacle.
And, of course, the good doctor, Kevin Murphy, and Southeast Orthopedic Specialist have been with us here under the Friday Night Lights for years and years and years. They'll have their bump and bruise clinics tomorrow. We'll tell you all about those in just a moment. Doc, obviously the big story here locally is all about hamstrings, right? We already know Tyson Campbell is out with a hamstring. Evan Ingram left pregame warmups last week and missed the game with a hamstring. He has not practiced this week. Probably looks pretty doubtful, honestly, for Monday night against Buffalo. Just let's talk about hamstrings and how tricky they can be if you come back too early from them, Doc.
Yeah, hamstrings are tough. You tear your hamstring, even if it's a low grade, there's grades, 1, 2, 3. So 1 is a strain, 2 is a partial tear, 3 is a complete tear. And it's usually in the muscle belly, so you don't fix these. It just needs to heal. And as you heal it, it needs to heal in the most lengthened position. So you need to have it stretched out and lengthened so it heals. Otherwise, it heals in a big ball of scar. And every time you run and stride out, it rips again, and it takes forever to heal. And that's the problem. You go back too soon, and you feel good. Yeah, I'm good. You go and run for that, just try to get that catch, and the receiver really strides out to get that, and he rips it again. And now he's out another 3 months. So this is a 3-month injury. So it really is. And so you need to let it heal, or it's going to be a year-long problem, and they're never going to get back.
Doc, can hamstrings be chronic? Because Tyson Campbell's had now 2 of these. It's been both hamstrings for him. I think last year was the left, this year was the right. I could have that backwards, but he's had both of them.
Well, listen, you've seen these guys. These guys are tightly wound. They have tight muscles, and some of the problem is an imbalance between the quad strength and the hamstring strength. So the quads are real big and strong, and the hamstrings aren't quite so much. And so they end up ripping the hamstring because there's an imbalance of the muscles around the leg. And that's the predisposition to the injury. But, when you rip it, you just need to treat it correctly, or it just becomes chronic.
The good doctor, Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, here with us. The Bump and Bruise clinics are in session tomorrow, Doc, let's talk about the Bump and Bruise clinics. You guys have been doing these for years. They are designed to get treatment started on Saturday morning. So when these athletes return to school on Monday, you have got a treatment program. You have got therapy started. It's a terrific service that you and your colleagues provide. Talk about these for people that are interested in them. And I imagine you see all sorts of things from hamstrings to shoulders, knees, you name it at these Bump and Bruise clinics.
We sure do. This started as I played college football, and when you played on Saturday, on Sunday, you went in the training room. You got all your bumps and bruises taken care of. The trainers take care of you, get in the ice baths, the whatever it is to get you ready to go the next week. If you sit around and let it swell up all weekend, you show up on Monday and the coach is like, well, what are you doing? You haven't done anything, and now you can't. It's 2 days later, go to the doctor. You get to the doctor on Tuesday, go get treatment, but you can't play the next week. So the design of this is to get treated early so you can get treated and diagnosed and ready to play the next week so you don't miss a whole week of game time. So that's the goal. We see you. We treat you for free. We have a therapist there. We have trainers there, and we work on getting you better right then, give you some things to do over the weekend. If you need further diagnosis with MRIs or whatever, we'll get that set up early and get that going so that you can get better quicker.
By the way, on Tyson Campbell, this year it's the left. Last year he missed 6 games with the right hamstring.
6 games is about right. You should miss 6 games. I mean, that's how it works. 3 months is the deal, right?
Yeah, it's not good, and he's on IR again.
It takes a long time. It's unfortunate, but the hamstrings take a long time to get better.
Doc, the Bump and Bruise clinics, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock tomorrow, numerous locations around town. For you in particular, where will you be tomorrow for the Bump and Bruise clinics?
I'm at we set up a new location at, you got me on, we just set it up. It's, I'll get back to you, but.
Well, I know you're at Preferred Physical. Yeah.
We have Preferred, look on the website, but mine is on 210. It's, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. They just set it up. It's a new, these guys are awesome. They do high-end strength training.
Is that Cordex? Cordex?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah, now you're in St. Johns County, and there's also Preferred Physical Therapy as well. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock tomorrow. And like Doc said, it's free. It is a free service to come in and get looked at before you return to school on Monday. The good Dr. Kevin Murphy of Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Thanks, boys.
Appreciate you, Doc. Always a pleasure having Doc Murphy on with us here. And again, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has been great with us under the Friday Night Lights for years and years and years. What a game in St. Johns County. Nice over St. Augustine, 35-34 in overtime. The head coach of the Nice Panthers is Colin Drafts. He joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach,
I know football. Now, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Coach's Corner on 1010XL.
This deserves the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Coach's Corner. Coach Drafts, congratulations on an incredible victory tonight.
No, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys having me. It was one for the good one.
Coach, take us through it. 2-point conversion in overtime. St. Aug goes for the win. You guys stop them. You guys get the win, 35-34. I can't imagine what that sideline was like.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, it was a tale of two halves. I mean, they got after our butt in the first half. It was 21-0, and just kind of sat our guys down at halftime. I said, "Look, this isn't our brand of football. I don't know what team I'm looking at." I said, "You got two choices, right? You can step up and face the music right here. You can get run out of town and get embarrassed." And we hadn't been in that position all year long. We pretty much commanded the entire 4 quarters, all 3 games we played. So to be down 21-0 and to come back and win in that fashion was pretty incredible.
Coach, take us through the 2-point conversion. What was the look? What did you guys get? Tell us about the 2-pointer you guys stopped to win it.
Yeah, for sure. So we got the ball first, and we kind of putted around for the first 2 plays, didn't do anything. And then we hit, Maddox Spencer soloed up in the boundary on a whip route. He dove in the end zone for the touchdown. would kick the extra point to go up by 7. They get the ball. I think they ran 3 run plays, scored on the 3rd. I thought that they would kick the extra point to push it into double overtime, but they chose to go for the win, which I can respect that as well. And, they came out in something we didn't love the first time, so I called a timeout, talked about it, and we just sold out on trying to get after their quarterback. They tried to run basically, I think it might have been sprint out. We covered it very well. Lachlan Hewlett, their quarterback, stepped up in the pocket, had a clean angle, from the 3 to kind of run it in. I actually thought he was going to get out who it was for us, but somebody stepped up and made a huge tackle and stuffed him at about the 1 yard line, I believe, and that was all she wrote. And yeah, like you said, it was pretty incredible scene on the visitor sideline tonight after the game.
I mean, you think about what you guys have done from victories over Ponte Vedra, Creekside, Fletcher, now St. Augustine. I mean, my goodness, Coach. How thrilled are you with your guys for this first half of the year? What a ride it's been.
Yeah, obviously it couldn't have started any better for us. I really, I've talked to you guys a couple times, and I really thought we had a chance to be, pretty good this year with what we had coming back and our senior leadership and our staff. But man, these guys just keep on surprising me. We've got some real dogs in our team. Let me tell you. These guys get after it. They've been getting after it since January, and the way we practice, the way we compete against one another, the way we attack each week, just with our process and keeping the blinders on, so to speak, that each week is just a new process and getting prepared for an opponent. And, we're just thrilled with the outcome right now. Still a lot left on the table for us to try to accomplish, but obviously being 4-0 and with that type of win over a team like St. Augustine and the other wins we have, feel pretty good about it right now, halfway through the season.
And, Coach, St. Augustine coming into this year, and obviously their record speaks for itself. They were undefeated like you guys are going into the game tonight. I think it's finally time to start talking about Nease as one of the best teams in Jacksonville right now. You guys have earned that.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody was really talking about us before the season, and that did kind of rub me the wrong way. I read that stuff sometimes, and like I said before, we were district champs last year, and I don't know who it was, but somebody put out an early preseason top 20 teams in Jacksonville, and we weren't even on the list.
Mm-hmm.
And all we've done is kind of knock 4 of those teams down. But that's for you guys to figure out. We're going to keep on working hard, and at the end of the day, none of that stuff really matters until you get to the playoffs anyway. So we'll just keep on doing what we do and take it how it comes.
You have an unbelievable rivalry win like this, stopping a 2-point conversion. Again, I saw the video. I saw the sideline. I saw the Nease fans. It was pandemonium. You as a coach, though, how much do you enjoy this, or have you already shifted your focus? And you and I talked about this. Buchholz begins district play for you guys next week. It's a huge game 7 days from now.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I enjoy this more than you guys realize, man. I love my job. I'm a high school football coach and a PE teacher. I'm the son of a coach. I've been at Nease going on 6 years now. And, when I got here, if I would have told anybody this is what we're going to be doing in 2024, I probably would have gotten laughed out of the room. Just to be a part of a school like Nease with the rich tradition and the community that we have and the big games that we've won over the years, and now you could put this one in that category as well. We're going to enjoy every bit of it. Buchholz will be there waiting on us, but I'm definitely not thinking about that right now. I just can't wait to get on the bus with my guys and have a good time and enjoy it and soak it up.
Well, Coach, you deserve it. Congratulations. What a win. Nease over St. Augustine. Colin Drafts, the head coach of Nease. Go celebrate, Coach.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Go Panthers.
Huge win for Nease. And a come-from-behind win, too.
Yeah, like you said, 21-0 down to come back and win a rivalry game like that. And look, no matter where you look, St. Augustine, one of the handful of best teams in Jacksonville. Like I was telling Coach just now, Nease is 4-0, and they've beaten a couple of those teams at the top. So I think it's time to start talking about Nease as one of those teams as well.
It is a final on San Jose Boulevard. The Bulls Bulldogs 57-50 over Oakleaf as Bulls gets it done tonight. We'll have Matthew Toblin, the head coach of Bulls, coming up in just a bit. Let's get one more victorious head coach on this side. Marty Lee of First Coast joins us here under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, how we doing?
Hey, Heck, I appreciate you, man. Doing good, buddy.
Coach, nice win. Clay, good football team. You guys got it done tonight. You must be very pleased.
Very pleased. Yeah, the great thing about playing the Clay and St. John County schools that, is a measuring stick. And, those guys have some advantages over the Duval schools. They have, boys weightlifting. They have, a lot of them have weightlifting classes. The coaches are teaching those classes. And so they're a measuring stick for us to kind of go against. And hopefully Duval County will catch up and get that boys weightlifting and get some of these football coaches. But it was a good win for First Coast tonight.
Coach Lee, always great to talk to you. Tell us about some of your standout guys tonight. Who played well for you?
Well, the great thing about it is we played 10 sophomores, and we're a very, very young football team. And, Hans Price came in, did a really good job at quarterback. But we had a senior and Denzel Brown who had 2 touchdowns. Defense played really sound football. I mean, we opened the game on the first play and fumble, a quarterback snap. And yet they came in, got the ball back for us, we was able to drive down the field. And I know this sounds crazy, but this is the first time we have played on a dry field in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
We played Kip on a turf field, and ever since then we've been playing in mud. And it's tough to practice that way. You just got to, teach these young kids about the character and the maturity, what football teaches you. It's not just about the wins and losses. And I'm very proud of our young football team. That's a good program at Clay. He does a great job. And it's good to see young coaches like that. And I'm happy for our kids. And now we open up district play next week.
Yeah, we're just going to mention that as we wrap up. Marty Lee at First Coast. Nice win over Clay tonight, but now all eyes are focused on Mandarin, and quite the history there between Mandarin and First Coast. It's back to being a district matchup. That should be a lot of fun next Friday, Coach.
Oh, it should be a whole lot of fun. We both opened in 1990, and we've had some great rivalries with those guys and some great battles. And I always make a joke about we're going to Ponyland, and, our district is tough. You had all 4 teams made the playoffs. We were district champs. Mandarin was district champs. Fletcher made the playoffs. Oakley made the playoffs. That's a very tough district. And so it's like you said, this is what you try to play for. It's Friday night. It's high school football. Anybody can win on a Friday night. That was proven tonight when Nice goes and wins at St. Augustine. Look at this shootout at the Bowls. You see some overtime games. And so that's what makes high school football so great. And what you guys do is just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. And y'all don't realize how much the kids appreciate you guys.
Well, Marty Lee at First Coast, we certainly appreciate you. I've appreciated you for years. Congratulations on a big win tonight, Coach. We hope we're talking to you next Friday night.
I hope so too, guys, and y'all keep up the good job.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Marty Lee, the head coach of First Coast, winners tonight over Clay. All right, we got another hour to go. We're with you till midnight under the Friday Night Lights. Let's take a deep breath, scoreboard update, more victorious head coaches to come. We'll chase down Matthew Toblin, who was a 57-50 winner tonight. Bowls over Oakleaf. What a game on 10:10 a.m. Verlin Dormany of Trinity Christian, they were winners over Lake City, Columbia. West Nassau, 22-21 over Yulee. A lot more coaches to talk to, a lot more analysis. We'll get to the Gatorade Player of the Week. A lot more to do here with you under the Friday Night Lights. The Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights postgame. As always, we are presented by Duck Duck Rooter, Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. All coaches tonight have appeared courtesy of the Garber Auto Mall phone line. With Andrew Gibson, the hacker Ryan Green with you. More to do under the Friday Night Lights right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Connect with 1010XL.
On the line, with your friends. Now everyone's exchanging ideas.
Find 1010XL on your social channels.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Introducing Gatorade Water. Alkaline and electrolyte infused for great taste. Gatorade Water, always in motion.
Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. For the athletes who give everything, nothing beats Gatorade, the studied, tested, and proven fuel of the world's greatest athletes. Gatorade Water, proudly supporting high school sports on the First Coast.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you be active, reach weight loss goals, and find your inner strength while you connect with your community. Family memberships at the Y include unlimited group exercise classes, childcare while you work out, and youth sports participation. It's easy to join the Y and affordable for all. Plus, the Y is a great place to meet a new circle of friends. Visit the Y near you or online at fcymca.org.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hacker here, and I've got something to celebrate. Honestly, I never thought I'd be able to say this. I'm on the countdown to dropping 100 pounds. Yes, sir. 90 pounds already, thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss, and I'm just 3 weeks away from hitting the big 100. The best part? I'm reaching that 100 mark in months, not years. Life-changing and life-saving. No doubt about it. I had pretty much given up on trying, but now I'm going to be here for my son, my wife, my family, and most importantly, for myself. I'm living my life to the fullest, and I didn't know just how easy it was to make happen with Awaken 180. When I hit that 100-pound mark, we're going to celebrate big. I'll keep you updated every week as I get closer, and you can even join in on the celebration. Details to come. In the meantime, pick up the phone and make your own 180. Call 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Attention veterans, the Fed has done it. They've lowered interest rates, the moment we've all been waiting for. And at Loan Pronto, they've lowered mortgage rates along with it. It's Prosser here for my friends at Loan Pronto. Listen, if you're a veteran with a current mortgage rate over 6%, Loan Pronto can do a streamlined refi, lowering your monthly payment with no income verification and no appraisal. Veterans can now access up to 100% of their home's equity and turn that into cash. You can get 50, 75, even 100 grand or more with no junk fees and no hassle with an APR in the low fives. So you can pay off all those credit cards, personal loans, and car loans. Veterans typically cut their monthly payments by $850. At Loan Pronto, they respect what you've done for our country, and we show it. Call now for a free rate quote with no credit pull. 904-999-1508. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781.
A customer called DuckDuckRooter saying they had some nasty stuff backing up inside their home. So we went with our camera to look inside their plumbing lines. And sure enough, tree roots in the sewer line. Need to see what's blocking your lines? Call our team to locate the issue and provide solutions to resolve it. 904-862-6769. Visit DuckDuckRooter.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jags. DuckDuckRooter, your fully insured and certified plumbing contractor, residential and commercial.
Good morning, Doctor. Doctor? Hi, Doctor. Doctor?
Dr. Jackson's practice is growing.
What do you mean we're still short-staffed?
He needs a good patient doctor.
How do we not have enough doctors to doctor all these patients?
And he doesn't have the patience to sift through hundreds of resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, here we go.
Former Jaguars QB David Garrard joins Jaguars Today to talk Jags.
All right, guys.
Mondays on 1010XL.
Let's go, Googans. Let's go, Googans.
Brought to you by WaterboyJax.com.
What is that?
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
The Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Friday Night Lights.
Brought to you by DuckDuckRooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning on 1010XL. Time now for the Gatorade Player of the Week. Gatorade, the world's #1 sports drink and the proven fuel of high school athletes. Nothing beats Gatorade. Find it at your local Winn-Dixie.
Incredible game down in St. Johns County. Nice, a 35-34 winner over St. Augustine in overtime. St. Augustine went for 2 in the win. Nice stopped them. What a game. Gibby, that deserves the Gatorade Player of the game.
It does. And I had another guy in mind before the game went final, but I'm going to give this one to Maddox Spencer, the Nice wide receiver, who scored the game winner essentially because Nice went ahead in overtime. And then, of course, as we know, St. Augustine tried to go for 2. Nice stopped them. And so Maddox Spencer scored a touchdown to put Nice ahead, a diving touchdown to the pylon to across the end zone line. And Maddox Spencer is our Gatorade Player of the Week. Had a terrific year last year as a wide receiver for Nice. He's got several college offers. I don't believe he's committed just yet, but Nice wide receiver Maddox Spencer is our Gatorade Player of the Week.
A lot of really good games tonight. One of them was Trinity Christian and Lake City, Columbia, and Trinity gets it done. 21-14. Verlin Dormany is the head coach of Trinity Christian. He joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, man. Thought y'all forgot about me.
Not at all, Coach. Not at all. And particularly after a game like this, look, you were dominating, right? 21-0. Columbia came back 21-14. You knew they wouldn't go away, but ultimately you guys got it done. You must be very, very pleased.
You know what? We are. We're playing with a really young group this year. We only got 8 seniors on the team, and we're playing with, I think we have 28 sophomores.
Wow.
So they're JV players playing varsity football. They had a great year in JV last year, but they're finding out varsity football is a little different. But they're doing a good job, and they hung on tonight. We tried to give it away, but they hung on.
You know, I asked David Penwin of University Christian the same thing I'm about to ask you because you guys are kind of going through the same thing. You got a lot of young guys, and obviously winning is the norm for you. Winning is the norm at University Christian, but because of the youth movement, you lost so many seniors, and you got so many young guys now. Look, it's nice to win games by 40 points every Friday night, and you've certainly done that a bunch in your career, and you got all those state championships to show for it. But when you see the young guys getting better week after week, and when you're in the midst of a season, that also has to be pretty rewarding, Coach, does it not?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we, as a staff, talked about this in the spring, that we were excited to coach these kids because, you know, they're like sponges. You know, they're soaking it up, and they're tough kids. They play hard. They've worked hard all off season, all summer. You know, they've done everything you ask them to do. They just, you know, at times they make mistakes where, you know, older kids probably are not in the right spots or they didn't make the right steps on their blocks and stuff like that. But you know what? Hey, it's a lot of fun to coach them, and they'll get better and better each week. And, you know, we're having a good time.
Coach, always great to talk to you. Tell us about some of these young guys, you know, guys that maybe people don't know much about yet. They're not a Colin Hurley or a Trayon Webb yet, but give us some names of guys that we're going to hear about here as we keep going.
Well, got an offensive lineman. His name is, you shouldn't ask me, we call him Huggy. Adrian Williams. He's an offensive defensive lineman. He's 6'3", about 295. He's going to be, he's going to be probably 4-star, 5-star, whatever. It's all said and done. We got 2 quarterbacks. One's a 9th grader, one's a 10th grader. We're playing both of them. And Terrell Dallas is a 9th grader, and Zara Hicks is the 10th grader. And then we got a bevy of just wide receivers. You got David Wright, you got Marquez Hicks, you got Trey Williams, and they're just, you know, they're all good. And as they get older and older, you know, I mean, they haven't grown into their bodies yet. You know, they're just getting better and better. Defensively, we're young there. We got linebackers, they're all 10th graders. You know, Nate Bennett doing a great job, and then, you know, in the secondary, we got some young kids playing too. So we're just we're excited about coaching them. Hopefully that we just keep them all going the right direction, and they love each other. They play hard for each other, so we're enjoying it.
Kevin Mays of Baker County, 2 minutes away. Before we get there, final moments with Verwin Dormany of Trinity Christian. And, Coach, you're in an interesting position, right? Because let's be honest, you're the overwhelming favorite in your district. So and now the district play is back, and it is what we remember it being a few years ago. Some people like that, some people don't, but it's the reality of the situation. How are you looking at these tough regular season games that you have like tonight? Is it looking forward to getting, that experience when you start, getting ready for the postseason?
Absolutely. I mean, as well as you do, you only get better when you play teams that are better than you. And a lot of times you get better in your losses. But if you go out and win, like last week, 49-0, it's, running clock in the second half, and, your kids don't get as many reps as you want them to have. And so these ball games are great for us. We won one early against Ed White, and we blew one against, I say blew it, we were down 10-0 at halftime and doing an interception, snowballed all against Bowles. But then we played Rains, and we're up 23-7, 23-16 at half. And then we just turned the ball over and missed some tackles, and next thing you know, it snowballed on us again. So each week we see us getting better. There's also a bunch of things in film that we didn't do right. But and we get to correct and we get to work on, and it's really a lot of fun. And, we got, next week we have Zephyr Hills, and then the week after that we have Riverside, and we have Fletcher on the schedule. So there are ball games that we will get better in.
Trinity will play anybody. There's no doubt about that. They've been doing it for years. Verwin Dormany of Trinity Christian, winners tonight over Lake City, Columbia. Coach, congratulations on a big win for the program tonight.
Thanks, Zach, man. Good to talk to you guys. I hadn't talked to y'all this year.
Thank you, Coach. One of the best right there, Verwin Dormany. Absolutely. No doubt about it. There was a rivalry game on the west side, the far west side of the listening area. Baker County and Baldwin. Baker gets it done tonight. Kevin Mays is the head coach of Baker County. He joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, guys. It was a fun night out there. To throw homecoming in on top of the rivalry. The place was it was an exciting place tonight.
Hey, look, Baker County and Baldwin, we know the rivalry. It's always sweet for Baker to get the win over Baldwin. You guys jumped on top of them early, but give Baldwin credit. They battled back until you guys ultimately pulled away there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was. We I forget what it was at halftime, maybe 24-2 or something like that. You go in, you tell your guys not to get comfortable, but you're dealing with 15 to 18-year-old kids, and come out, and I give Baldwin credit. They fought tooth and nail and got it back to 7 points, and then we had another little surge to kind of finish the game off.
Coach, tell us what the atmosphere was like there. The big rivalry game, tell us what that was like.
You get there and you get to Memorial Stadium, and with homecoming and everything, there wasn't a seat in the house, crowded around the whole field. And, at our place, you guys have been there. It feels like the crowd's on top of you. And, when we're playing good, it's got to be a tough place to come in and play for anybody.
For people that don't know about Baker County, they have a season ticket section. Mm-hmm. They sell season tickets out there at Baker County. They take their football seriously. There is no question about that. And, Coach,
we sell about 500. Well, I was going to say we sell about 500 before August.
Yeah, absolutely wild, the support that Baker County gets. And, I mean, where you guys are, look, I know the Bradford game was disappointing, but man alive, you were right there with Bradford week 1. And since that, from Palm Bay to First Coast to Baldwin, you guys have played very, very well. I believe you dive into district play next week, and you're in a little bit of an interesting district because normally you're in a district with local teams. A lot of teams in your area, in your district now, are not exactly local. It's odd, right, Coach?
No, none of them are local. We go to Godby, then we go to Swanee, and then Wakulla comes to us.
Wow. Yeah.
Those are usually teams, at least since I've been here, that you would, that's our playoff-type teams. You see them in the playoffs and stuff. And I don't know how we got stuck in district like that, but, it is what it is, and we'll load up Friday night and head to Godby.
And what are the? I mean, obviously we know how good Godby is. What are the challenges? That's a road game for you guys, correct?
Yep, it's a road game. And we go on the road for a little bit actually, but it's obviously as coaches you peek at a little bit of film. We've watched them a little bit. They got a very athletic quarterback that they run a bunch of throw to stuff like what Baldwin did tonight, and it's going to be a tough game for us. They got a quarterback that if you miss him, he can make things happen.
Coach, final question for me. Yeah, your next 4 are on the road. Your next home game is not until October 25th. How do you approach a stretch like that as a head coach? 4 straight road games.
Since I've been here, road games don't seem to bother these guys. Sometimes they're a little easier just because you don't have to keep them as busy at school and stuff. When you don't play till 7 o'clock and you get out of school at 2:30, you got to find a lot of things to keep these kids busy and keep them occupied. And sometimes it's a little easier to get on a bus or something and get out of here. I mean, it's just like when we go to Satellite in a few weeks. We're going to take the kids down early and go to Kennedy Space Center and stuff. So it's kind of neat to get there and spend those time with the kids. And people talk about locker rooms and that kind of stuff. Well, that's kind of it, to get there and let the kids build some camaraderie with each other. And as a coach, you try to take them, to see some stuff they haven't seen before. And I don't think the road thing will affect us that much, to answer your question.
Well, it's a nice win for Baker County tonight over Baldwin. Baker back in the win column. District play next week, traveling to Tallahassee Godby, which should be one of the games of the week here in North Florida. Kevin Mays of Baker County. Coach, congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for everything.
Really appreciate you, Coach. How about that? Wakulla, Suwannee, Tallahassee Godby, and Baker County all in the same district. That's an odd situation.
Yeah, I was not aware that they didn't have any. I mean, I guess, Suwannee a little bit outside of the area, but I mean, that's the closest one out, in their district. So
you have to drive 2.5 hours to play a district game. You don't see that very often.
No, it's odd, very odd.
So we'll see what happens. But again, that Godby team's good. Baker County's good. That should be a good one next week. All right, we'll do a complete scoreboard update. The 2 big scores of the night. Bolles 57-50. Winners over Oakleaf. We'll track down Bolles head coach Matthew Toblin coming up in just a bit. Nice 35-34 over St. Augustine in overtime. Huge win for the Nice Panthers tonight. Other games that have gone final. First Coast a winner over Clay. It was Bartram Trail over Orange Park. You had Beachside 41-8 over Bishop Kenny. What a win for the Beachside Barracudas. Trinity Christian 21-14 over Lake City Columbia. Give Mandarin credit for going on to take out IMG on the road. IMG won the game. IMG's a machine.
Yeah, they're loaded.
Mandarin gets into district play next week against First Coast. Mandarin, Bradford County and IMG back-to-back, and now they get into district play. And Mandarin's reeling with some injuries. That's unfortunate. They've had some injuries take their toll on that team right now.
Yeah, we know Tremel Jones, the quarterback, committed to Florida State. He's been out for a couple weeks now. And then Jamie French, their star wide receiver, 5-star that's going to Texas. He got banged up last week as well. So, yeah, there's some attrition going on right now with Mandarin.
We'll try to track down Gunnar Cox of West Nassau. They had a huge win over Yulee, 22-21 tonight up in Nassau County. Middleburg, 27-0 over Ridgeview. Fernandina Beach, 16-0 over Santa Fe. Fletcher, a 47-19 winner over Sandalwood tonight. The Atlantic Coast Stingrays are in the win column, 28-14 over Jackson. Congratulations to Ed White, the Commanders, 21-6 over Parker. In fact, Dobson, let's go on the fly here. Toblin is ready right now, so go ahead and give the head coach of Bolles a phone call. I want to get him on to talk about that 57-50 ball game. Riverside, 14-0 over Ribault. Wolfson was up 10-0 on Bishop Snyder, yet Bishop Snyder scores 18 unanswered in the fourth quarter to win 18-10. Gibby, Bolles, Oakleaf, Nice, St. Augustine, you could argue 2 games that we're going to be talking about late October, early November, potentially for games of the year in the area.
No question about it. You've got 2 candidates here tonight. Nice wins in overtime as St. Augustine goes for 2 and Nice stops them. And then I can't wait to get Coach on the line here in just a few seconds to talk about the Bolles game because, we don't see too many 57-50 games. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Let's get to Matt Toblin, the head coach of Bowles. Second straight 3-hour contest for the Bowles Bulldogs here on 10:10 a.m. I'm sure Coach really enjoys that. 57-50, Coach. What a ball game tonight.
Yes, sir. I mean, a lot of three-point shots getting jacked up and like a fast-paced game. And but in all seriousness, like both offenses did an unbelievable job. Coach Foy and the Oak Leaf staff had an amazing plan, and it wasn't. I mean, on special teams, like they were awesome, and they came out and executed. And I'm really proud of our kids. Like again, to be in these high-pressure situations and find a way to make plays, like that's a sign of a really good team. And we got to play better on defense. 57-50 is not not ideal, but I'm really proud of the offense and everybody for stepping up and making stops and making plays when we needed to.
That's 2 weeks in a row you guys have found a way to win in the fourth quarter. I know you have to love that as a head coach. And I want to talk about Naheem Burrows. We hear him every week here on 10:10 a.m. I mean, he's the next one, right? He's the guy that's going to be getting recruited by everybody and the brother. I believe he's only a junior, right? He's played a ton of football already out there at Bowles. Just talk about that young man and what he provides to your program.
I mean, obviously he's a dynamic weapon. I think the thing is he's physical in the run game. Like he does a great job for us in everything you ask him to do. But he's savvy beyond his years. Like just the way that he attacks routes, the way he thinks about coverage, like he does an unbelievable job. But I'll be honest with you, it's not just that. It's because we have Chase on the other side. I mean, Chase Collier draws attention. Like we are blessed in an unbelievable situation where, like, we do have a Naheem Burrows who is, as a junior, one of the top receivers in the country, and you really struggle to rotate coverage to him because we have Chase Collier on the other side, and we've got Corbin Fordham in the middle, and we've got Bearcat, who had a great game today, and so we're blessed with lots of weapons. Naheem is special, and I think what makes him what makes our offense so deadly is that, like, if you want to spend all your time and focus all your attention on a great player, we've got other guys that are gonna have huge nights.
Yeah, and Coach, for those that don't know, I mean, Naeem's going to go wherever he wants pretty much, but Chase on the other side's committed to Baylor, so he's a pretty good player as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anytime you have a game like this, 57-50, it's almost like arena football, right? I mean, tell me about the stops that you were able to get late in this game, because that's the story, right? When you have a game like that, it's about who stops who, right?
Correct, and that's what we talked to the defense about when we came in at halftime. We're like, look, it's not, this is not going to be a game where we're going to play lights out defense and win 10-7. Like it's about stops. It's about, we need one stop. We need to force a turnover. We need to work at the ball. Like we need to cause a negative play. Like it's about getting one stop. And that ultimately, like we got one early in the game, and then Coach Foy pulls out a fake punt, and it was a great call and keeps the drive alive and scores. And then we don't really get any stops until we get an onside kick early in the game, and then later in the game, two big drives where they've got the ball, tied up, and they're driving down to try to score. And we, at that point, our D-line gets to pin their ears back and try to pass rush, and those guys, Asher, Giddo, and our defensive lineman, Waylon Swain, start to apply a little bit of pressure. And we get situations where we can get off the field. And at the last, for never stopping them, the last two times our defense takes the field, we get off the field with stops. And so ultimately, it's not always about playing great defense. It's about getting stops when you need them. And our defense found a way to do that.
Matthew Toblin of Bowles. Coach, final thought, 3 in a row for you guys, 2 in the fourth quarter, come from behind fashion, very impressive. And now you look, and district play is on the horizon with Baldwin next week. How do you feel about your squad as district play opens up?
I think I tell everybody about this. Like, look, that's why we're at Bowles, so we can play in games that are going to prepare us for what's coming in November and December. And that the first half of the season, the goal is not to be undefeated. The goal is not to be, whatever it is. Our goal is to be, how good can we get in those first 5 weeks? How much can we challenge ourselves? How much can we grow? And that I believe that the team that takes the field, next week is better because of what we've been through. And that's why we're not going to shy away from Oakleaf Range, St. Augustine, like Trinity Christian. Like, we're going to play a bunch of big games because of what we become out of it. And I'm proud of our kids and the transformation that they've kind of gone through, and that we want to continue to get better.
Coach, it was fun to listen to, no question about that. Congrats on a big win tonight. Best of luck next week.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Matt Toblin of Bowles. Of course, Gibby, you'll have Bowles, Baldwin, 10 a.m. District play for the Bulldogs begins next Friday night.
Bet Denmark's looking forward to that one. That'll be fun. But, man, I mean, we don't talk about too many 50-plus each games like that. 57-50, man, what an incredible game.
And by the way, Oakleaf has now lost 2 games. Last week, they essentially lost on a Hail Mary.
Right.
Tonight, they lose 57-50 to Bowles. That Oakleaf team is pretty good.
Yeah.
Christopher Foy is in his second year there, and they're good. They're gonna get some people in district play once it opens up for them, I believe, next week as well.
Yeah, and look, I mean, we talk about Bowles. Just this team they have this year is just full of veteran guys. Ethan Drum's a veteran quarterback. Coach just mentioned Chase Collier. Neem Burrows is an upperclassman. They've got so many guys that have been through playoff games and Final Fours, and these guys have seen what it takes to go win a championship, and Bowles has got a really good team again.
It is the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights. We are presented by Duck Duck Rooter, Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning with Andrew Gibson and Casey Dobson. The hacker Ryan Green with you. We're with you for another 30 minutes or so, Jacksonville. We'll try to get a couple of more victorious head coaches. We got some other things we got to get to as well, including the San Jose, right? San Jose collision of the night. That comes up next as we roll on under the Friday Night Lights right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
This crowd is electric. The difference between stepping up and stepping aside can be as simple as being stepped on.
And he is slow to get up.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update on 1010XL.
Jacksonville.
If your IT, data security, and your office copiers are operating perfectly, you must have hired ABS, Advanced Business Solutions, as your technology partner.
Advanced Business Solutions.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Get Gators play-by-play on 1010XL. Brought to you by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Proud partner of the Florida Gators.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Hey, Hicken here. Are you tired of having your carpets professionally cleaned only to have them looking dingy again? Zero Res can help. I'll tell you what, they have the technology. Zero Res uses its patented ZR water that cleans beautifully without using any soaps, detergents, or shampoos. That means zero residue left behind. And guess what? Zero Res falling back in time for September. 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129, and we'll clean a 4th room for free. That's right. The 4th room is on me. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, located right off of San Jose. It's on Jewington Creek Road. They've been around since 1996. Indoor-outdoor dining. Also, takeout is available at the Blue Crab House. Open 4:30 to 9, Tuesday through Saturday. Sunday, noon until 9. Remember, Tuesday, $2 margaritas. Wednesday, $1 oyster night. How about the blue crabs? How about my personal favorite, the Canadian snow crabs? Whatever it is that you fancy, you get it right there. The Blue Crab House.
Don't bet the National Football League this season without your VSiN NFL betting guide. Betting previews for all 32 teams, betting trends, VSiN's exclusive in-depth win total projections, and a guide on how to use betting splits to bet and win. Download your free copy of the guide right now, featuring a betting preview of your Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.com. That's 1010XL.com.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve. It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air and Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions, repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity, making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
After a storm passes, the assessment of the aftermath begins. Sometimes damage to the roof is obvious, like leaks or missing shingles, broken or damaged gutters, or tree debris. But storm damage is not always as clearly present. Universal Roofing Contracting is here to help and will come assess your roof for any hidden damage. Call Universal Roof to schedule your free roof inspection at 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems? Gun charges? Drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL. Now, the collision of the week. Brought to you by San Jose Collision.
Every week here under the Friday Night Lights, we do bring you the San Jose Collision of the Week. Andrew Gibson, there were a lot of great choices tonight, but certainly one stood out.
One stood above the rest. That was Nice and St. Augustine. That's our San Jose Collision of the Week. Every week we do give you that. It's the matchup of the night, and, man, we knew this one going in was going to be a good ball game. We didn't foresee this kind of overtime, back and forth. 35-34, Nice gets it done. As we've told you, if you haven't heard, St. Augustine went for two in overtime, and Nice was able to stop them. Go check out our friends at San Jose Collision at 11443 San Jose Boulevard in Mandarin, and those guys have really been great for me. I was able to, one time, just got a little fender bender. They fix it up great. The owners over there, Taylor and Rodney, are local. They're from Mandarin and Bartram Trails, where they went to school, big supporters of high school football here in the Jacksonville area. San Jose Collision, Nice and St. Augustine. That was our San Jose Collision of the Week. What a game.
It was a great game and a great win for the Nice Panthers. No question about that. As always, thank you to San Jose Collision. Bishop Snyder, 18-10 over Wolfson. Riverside, a winner tonight over Ribault. It was Ed White over Terry Parker. Atlantic Coast, a win tonight for the Stingrays over the Jackson Tigers. Fletcher, in a rivalry game, takes care of Sandalwood tonight. You had Fernandina Beach over Santa Fe. Baker County, in a rivalry game, over Baldwin. Middleburg remains undefeated with a win over Ridgeview. West Nassau over Yulee. We're going to have Gunnar Cox, the head coach of West Nassau, coming up in just a moment. A reminder as well that we had Thursday Night Lights. Ponte Vedra, a winner last night. Creekside, a winner last night. Sean McIntyre of Creekside will also join us before we get out of here tonight. So let's not forget both Ponte Vedra and Creekside, good wins one night ago.
Yeah, really good. And, we always kind of look at some of those Thursday games. You might forget a little bit about them, but it's credit to Ponte Vedra and Creekside for getting those Thursday night wins.
Last segment of Victoria's head coach is coming up, and then we'll begin to shift our focus to next week when district play really gets cooking all over Northeast Florida. It is the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Friday Night Lights, we are presented by Duck Duck Rooter, Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Again, all the coaches tonight have joined us courtesy of the Garber Auto Mall phone line under the Friday Night Lights as we roll on right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
The great thing about live sports, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, how did he pull that off?
Get the most live play-by-play on 1010XL.
Homeowners, listen up. The Fed has taken action, lowering rates for the first time in years, and Loan Pronto has followed suit by lowering mortgage rates big time. Prosser here. Loan Pronto just locked in a homeowner at 4.59% APR, the lowest in 2 years. Whether you got your loan last month or last year, it's time to call Loan Pronto and dump that high-rate loan. You can lock in a lower rate fast with virtually no paperwork and usually no appraisal. There's no limit on how many times you can refi, so get started. Even if you're in process with another lender, give Loan Pronto a call. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Purchase loans available as well, so call now. Get your rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781 on approved credit, MLSconsumeraccess.org.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Look, February of this year, I was 317 pounds. It was awful, right? I knew it, but there wasn't anything I could do. I felt trapped. And then I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about Awaken 180 weight loss. So I wanted to learn more. I wanted to get involved. It worked for them. Could it work for me? And now here we sit some 7 months later, and I'm on the doorstep of losing 100 pounds. I was 222 pounds this morning. I'm down 95 pounds. And it's all thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss, the best weight loss program I've ever been on. Whether you need to lose 20 or 30 pounds, or if you need to lose 90 to 100 pounds like I had to, Awaken 180 weight loss, they can help you. They're changing lives. I'm one of them. You could be the next. Go to awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey Googans, Dr. Chris Kopp, PT here with Premier Physical Therapy of Jacksonville. Is pain interfering with your life? Looking for a specialist for the rehab of your young athlete? Whether recovering from injury, surgery, or improving overall function, Premier PT Jax provides personalized treatment with compassionate care. My team of experts are ready to serve you at 3 locations, Ponte Vedra, San Pablo, and US 1 Phillips Highway. Visit PremierPTJax.com or call 904-996-6922. PremierPTJax.com, where your journey to wellness begins.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and you know how I feel about Pella Windows and Doors. Great design, strongest warranties, and the highest quality products. I even chose Pella Windows for my own home. And whether you're a homeowner replacing windows or building a new home or a trade professional working with clients, I know the design experts at Pella will help your project run smoothly and look great. Visit PellaJax.com or the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
The average cost associated with childhood cancer is a startling $833,000. This is Tom Coughlin, and September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Help the J Fund raise awareness to help our neighbors and community members tackling this devastating disease. Visit tcjfund.org/September for more information.
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and X to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Florida homeowners are going to extreme lengths to stay cool this summer.
We sit in front of the refrigerator with the door open and only eat frozen foods while they're still frozen and put ice cubes down our pants. Whoa, that's cold.
But the most popular and cost-effective way can be summed up by a quack. Just call Duck Duck Air Conditioning. For AC repairs to new installations, you too can beat the Florida heat with Duck Duck Air Conditioning, Jacksonville area's AC experts. Trust the Duck to keep your cooling costs low. DuckDuckAC.com.
Hey, gang, Prosser here to save you some cash. Maximize your home sale now with the market experts who deliver more money in less time, and those experts are Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you're worried about costly repairs or upgrades needed to sell your home. You don't have to worry. The worries are relieved with Chad and Sandy, the local real estate experts we are trusting and recommending with the sale of your home. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Mortgage rates are down. It's time to create your market. Marvin in Cobblestone writes, my siblings and I moved our parents to Maryland so they can get some extra help as they get older. Next, we had to sell the home to get them some financial help for their extra care. We hired Chad and Sandy, and they delivered big. Chad and Sandy's team got our home sold in 7 days above asking price. You can too. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, ANDSANDY.com.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Sometimes you agree with him, sometimes you don't.
On the runway, I'm coming in hot.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. 1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
The Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Friday Night Lights.
Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Two more victorious head coaches under the Friday Night Lights to join us. First, let's go up to Nassau County. Boy, what a win for West Nassau. 22-21 over Yulee in a rivalry game. Gunnar Cox, the head coach of West Nassau, joins us under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. It was a good game. It's always a great atmosphere between the two teams, and at the end of the night, we pulled it out.
Coach, that's a big one for your program, right? That's a good win for you guys.
It's a very huge win. It's been a very long time that we beat them. I think going on 3 years. So our kids, me personally playing in Nassau County, it's always a huge game, and it doesn't matter how the two teams are. They're always going to play and play hard. So it's a huge win for the program.
Coach, congratulations on a big win for you guys tonight. I want to jump ahead to next week because West Nassau, Fernandina Beach, that's going to be fun next week.
Yes, it's going to be a good game. Last year we beat them by 1. They're a lot better. I've already watched them some. They got a good guy over there, good coach over there. They're coached well, so it's gonna take a full team effort to beat them next Friday night.
Well, Coach, we wanted to get you in before we got out of here. Congratulations. You guys deserve that. 22-21 West Nassau. Big win tonight over Yulee. Gunnar Cox, the head coach of West Nassau. Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for y'all did everything for high school sports. Y'all do a lot for us. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Big win for West Nassau tonight. It was also a big win last night for Creekside. Head coach Sean McIntyre and Creekside now have won 2 games in a row. They're beginning to find themselves as they get into district play. They were winners one night ago. Earlier today, I had the opportunity to recap the Creekside victory with their head coach, Sean McIntyre. Back here under the Friday Night Lights, 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Of course, the high school football week began last night here in Northeast Florida, and Creekside, their second consecutive victory, a very nice offensive performance in a win over Winter Park. Sean McIntyre is the head coach of Creekside. He joins us here under the Friday Night Lights. Coach, congratulations.
Hey, Hacker. Thank you, man. Just proud of our guys, proud of our coaches. Excited for the rest of the season as we kind of hit the midway point here tonight. Excited.
2 in a row for you guys. Obviously, the big win over Bartram last week, another good win last night. Obviously, the season did not start the way we normally expect seasons to start for Creekside, but it looks like, Coach, and tell me if I'm accurate here, that you guys might have found yourself in the last couple of games.
Yeah, we got our media guy, Noah Schlicksup. He does an awesome job, and that kid is unbelievable. He's going to be on ESPN one day. We were talking after the Bartram game, and he kind of, brought it up like, hey, if you're 0-3 and beat Bartram, that's a little different than what it's been where, kind of 3-0 and lose to Bartram. So, we're hoping that this year, maybe right now we're building momentum into October and into November, where in the past we've kind of maybe, plateaued a little early in September. And those games aren't as meaningful. So hopefully we're going to continue to grow and get better. Last night, we played really complimentary football. Early in the season, we weren't doing that. We'd get a stop on defense. We'd drive the ball down and maybe not kick a field goal or whatever. And then we give a big play on defense. And last night we started off with a fumble. We go down and score. Then we came back with an interception, went and scored. And so we started off pretty well on defense, but our offense was then capitalizing on that. And so it was very complimentary football. We had a blocked punt. So we were doing some things that we normally do at Creekside to help us, navigate those things and win football games.
Well, look, when you're coaching 16, 17, and 18-year-olds, and you've done this for a long time now, I mean, 0-3, you hope they're still listening. You hope they're still following the instructions and wanting to get better. Obviously, that's the case with your team because it's been a great turnaround here over the last week or so.
Yeah, so the third game, we went and played Spruce Creek, and we should have won that game. We turned the ball over really late in the game. They gave them a chance to win, and they took advantage of that, and we couldn't hold them out again. And, we came back on that Monday with Bartram coming that Friday, and our kids really went to work. I think they believe we kind of got some of our juices back against Spruce Creek. That's a really good Spruce Creek team, and kind of got our juices back, and then obviously got our momentum going and got some wind in our sails. Obviously, at some point you need results, right? Our kids are really resilient, really tough, and they took those messages well, came to work every week to get better, and didn't take anything for granted. We kind of took some opportunities for granted early in the season, and that's not normally how we operate, but those were lessons I'm glad we learned in August and September rather than October and November. And hopefully that carries us through, that every moment is special, and you can't take any of those for granted, whether it's a Monday at practice or a Friday night in the third quarter, whatever it is. Those things are special. Don't let them disappear without you giving it your best interest, your best intentionality and effort.
Final moments, Sean McIntyre, the head coach of Creekside. All right, winners of 2 in a row, district play on the horizon. Next week, Sandalwood. You got to be pretty confident with the way things have gone here over the last couple of ball games.
Yeah, we're definitely trending in the right direction, and people probably would have thought I was crazy when we were 0-3, and I said we still had a pretty good team. My feeling about this team hasn't changed. Regardless of our record and what's going on. And I know that I've learned in the last 8 years at Creekside High School, we're going to earn everything we get. So, and that's going to happen the way we practice, the way we prepare. So, if we don't have a good week at practice, anything can happen on a Friday. And I know how our kids are going to respond on Monday. Win or lose, our kids come ready to work and get better, and that's what we're going to do on Monday, and I'm excited for it, excited for our kids. We got homecoming tonight. I hope they have a great time. Hope they make great decisions, and excited to see them on Monday for sure.
Coach, congratulations, 2 wins in a row. Best of luck next week against Sandalwood.
Appreciate it, Hacker. Thank you. Good luck to all the guys playing tonight, and I hope pull for everybody in Northeast Florida for sure.
Together, one play at a time. It's the moment the game changed.
Up in the air, it is caught!
Listen for the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game.
Are you kidding me?
On 1010XL. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey everyone, it's football season and we wanted to go to the drawing board to make this year's predictions. Let's compare our 2 blonde all-stars. Most touchdowns, best pricing in the market. Most passing yards, gives the most for your trade. Most receptions, free oil changes with every purchase. Super Bowl champion, wow customer service. This looks like a winning season for everyone. Come see Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, where you can score big all season long.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping first-time home buyers with their mortgage financing all over Florida for 34 years. First-time home buyers can get no or low down payments, anywhere from 0 to 3.5% down. As a first-time home buyer with Trustline Mortgage, you get added benefits for doing your loan with us, like lower rates on your mortgage insurance and lower closing costs. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Trustline gives first-time home buyers better mortgage interest rates? Here's the bottom line. Trustline Mortgage wants to help first-time home buyers accomplish your goal of home ownership. That's why Trustline Mortgage is offering the best first-time home buyer benefits around, period. Trustline Mortgage delivers with no and low down payments, lower closing costs, and better interest rates. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. Yes, 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you buy your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing opportunity. MLS number 331480.
Being an athlete means having a healthy desire to do as much as you can with your body for as long as you can. Gatorade has lower sugar, electrolyte-backed hydration options to keep you rehydrated and replenished. Gatorade, for every athlete.
From Gatorade Zero to Gatorade Endurance Formula and Gator Light, there's something for every athlete. Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win. Gatorade, official partner of the NFL.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Anthony. I've been practicing criminal defense law for over 40 years. It's what I love to do. It's what I do well. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 2854-LAW. 2854-LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
Don't bet the National Football League this season without your VSiN NFL betting guide. Betting previews for all 32 teams, betting trends, VSiN's exclusive in-depth win total projections, and a guide on how to use betting splits to bet and win. Download your free copy of the guide right now, featuring a betting preview of your Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.com. That's 1010XL.com.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com, WM.com, and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's The Mangler. Go Team WM, and as always, Duval!
Bueller Air & Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a dust bunny breeder from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Steve Johnson.
Welcome to the show, Steve.
It's great to be here, Alex.
Yeah, you don't have to answer it in the form of a question, Steve.
What is this game show?
See, that's another question.
Are you going to ask me about air conditioners?
Yeah, okay. How about we just send the Bueller guys over and you can annoy them with all your questions? Johnny?
That's right, Steve. Bueller Air & Plumbing can answer all your air conditioning questions, repair options, replacement models, and how to make your AC last longer while saving electricity, making sure you are cool.
Where is the parking lot?
You're killing me, Steve.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Every weekend is a Stone Cold Sports Weekend. Hey, Dan Hicken here. Watch for The Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll help you put together your sports weekend. Weekend with Dan brought to you by Stone Core. We do the outdoors better.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville, the Friday night lights shine bright. Friday Night Lights. Presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Yeah, certainly the Friday night lights have been shining bright. Absolutely no question about that. It has been a great night of high school football. Every week here under the Friday night lights, we do give you a premier win of the night. It is brought to you by Premier Physical Therapy, Casey Dobson. Let's do that right now. Who's a winner?
Now, the Premier Physical Therapy Premier Win of the Night.
Premier win of the night, Andrew Gibson, brought to you by Premier Physical Therapy. There were a lot of options tonight. Dr. Chris Kopp and all the folks at PremierPTJax.com, we certainly appreciate them and their support of high school football. Again, Premier Physical Therapy, their website, PremierPTJax.com. Personalized attention, place to take young athletes. Who is the Premier Physical Therapy Premier win of the night?
We're going to give this one to the Bowles Bulldogs. What a back-and-forth game between them and Oakleaf tonight. You heard the entire broadcast on 1010 AM, both stations there for a little bit. 57-50. Bowles gets a victory tonight over Oakleaf. What a game. Bowles is our Premier Physical Therapy winner of the night.
It was a great game, great win for Bowles. And again, PremierPTJax.com for Premier Physical Therapy. Gibby, final thoughts. We got about 90 seconds to go. What a night under the Friday night lights.
Yeah, really terrific night. The Bowles win we just talked about. The St. Augustine-Nice game was incredible. Overtime, Nice wins it, stopping a 2-point conversion. So many different ones. Trinity, a big win tonight over Lake City, Columbia. It's hard to believe we just put a wrap on week 5 of the high school football season.
Yeah, some teams are at the halfway point now. 5 games down, 5 games to go in their regular season. Gibby, enjoyed it, my friend. We'll do it again next week.
All right, man. Great stuff as always. Appreciate it.
For Andrew Gibson, Casey Dobson was your producer tonight. Casey, great job as always. I'm the hacker, Ryan Green. This has been the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Friday Night Lights. We have been presented by Duck Duck Rooter, Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning right here on 1010XL and on 92.5 FM. Have an absolutely terrific weekend. Monday should be fun as we look forward to Monday Night Football, Jaguars-Bills. Let's hope Monday evening is fun. We'll be with you beginning at 6 a.m. on Monday. Until then, have an absolutely terrific weekend, Jacksonville, and thank you as always for being with us under the Friday Night Lights.
It's football all day on Pregame Friday.
Little pigskin, why not?
Get the news, notes, and inside stuff you need to get ready for game day.
It's fantastic.
Pre-Game Friday
Is brought to you by